Commander Sci-Fi shoved past the human honor guard and jabbed a clawed finger at Staff Sergeant Eli Mercer. That human. Mine. Eli froze in parade rest, his squad's boots silent on the hangar deck. The joint inspection, humans on one side, Kalari on the other, halted mid-march. Captain Mara Kincaid's eyes snapped to him from the command platform. Her jaw tightened. Sayeri's iridescent scales gleamed under the overhead lights. She wore the high-collared uniform of a Kalari battle commander, linked to their royal bloodline by the jeweled torque at her throat. Her 4 guards fanned out, plasma lances humming to life. Eli kept his gaze forward. Protocol first. He snapped a salute, crisp, by the book. Captain Kincaid, permission to speak? Kincaid nodded once, sharp. Granted, Sergeant. Sari tilted her head, multifaceted eyes narrowing on Eli. Her voice carried the layered harmonics of Kalari speech, translated clean through his earpiece. No need for your chain of command, human. By the right of first claim, I bind you as courtmate. Effective now. Murmurs rippled through the human ranks. A Kalari ensign hissed. Eli's Marines shifted, hands twitching toward rifles. Sayeri raised a palm. Guards stand down. This one yields without fight. Her warriors hesitated, lances dipping. They obeyed. Eli unslung his canteen. Practical move. De-escalate. He twisted the cap and held it out, palm up. Ha! Water commander. Hot day in this tin can. Sari blinked. Crests flaring in surprise. She accepted it, sniffed, then drank deep. Water dribbled down her chin scales. She handed it back. You offer sustenance before challenge. Not bold, thirsty work, standing pretty. Eli knelt slow, set his rifle on the deck. Muzzle away, safety on. Hands open now.
Sergeant Eli Mercer, ma'am. Infantry.
At your service, if that's the play. Kincaid stepped forward, boots clicking.
Commander Vol, this is a joint alliance drill. Staff Sergeant Mercer serves under Earth Federation command.
We don't recognize alien mating rituals as overriding military duty.
Sayeri's tail lashed once.
Your alliance invites us aboard your vessel, Captain. Protocol demands cultural exchange. The right is law. He wears no bond mark. I claim first. A new figure slithered into the fray. Envoy Keeper Threx, Colorado diplomat. His robes whispered over the deck, data slate glowing in his grip. Threx's eyes, cold, calculating, flicked between them. Recorded timestamp, 1427, ship time. Binding court claim invoked by Commander Sci-Fi Vol, Royal Adjunct. Human designate, Eli Mercer. Eli stood, dusting his knees. Threx's voice grated like sand in gears. Bureaucrat, testing them. Threx tapped his slate. Compliance hearing. Immediate. Venue, neutral arbiter chamber, deck 7. All parties, now. Delay breaches packed. Kincaid's radio crackled.
Captain Fleet Command online.
They're furious. Tell them hold. Kincaid eyed Eli. Steady. Sergeant Mercer stays with me. We're not scattering our line. Sayeri gripped Eli's arm. Gentle, but firm. Her scales warm against his uniform. He walks with me. Claimed. Eli met her gaze. No fear. Just facts. Captain's orders stand till relieved, ma'am, but I'll walk peaceable. Threx smirked, fangs glinting. Human humility. Or defiance, the hearing decides.
They marched as a 10th knot. Humans flanking left, Kalari right.
Eli in the middle, Sayeri's hand never leaving his elbow. Whispers buzzed. His squad shot him glances. Half envy, half worry. Deck 7's arbiter chamber loomed, blast doors hissing open. Neutral ground, bare metal table, hollow projectors humming. 2 Kalari. Threx took the head, slate primed.
Sit, Threx ordered. Eli chose a bench beside Kincaid.
Sayeri slid next to him, thigh brushing his. Her scent, ozone and spice, filled his nose.
Shh.
Threx projected the claim glyph, swirling Kalari script, pulsing gold. Right of first claim, invoked during open parley. Human has not rejected. Silence binds. Kincaid leaned forward. Sergeant Mercer salutes Earth Command first.
He's not property.
Eli nodded. Captain's right. But if it's Alliance protocol, we adapt. What's the right entail exactly? Sayeri's crests lifted. Loyalty. Shared command in crisis. My house pledges life debt to yours. Threx snorted. Simplified. Full bond requires trial period. Cohabitation. Joint ops. Reject and claim voids, but politics. He glanced at his slate. Your fleets entwine against Vorak threat. Scandal risks fracture. A human reparace frowned. Vorak scouts hit our flank yesterday. We need unity, not this circus. Smile or snarl? Unity demands trust. I choose this human. Steady. Offers water amid claim. No other broke ranks. Eli shrugged. Just soldiering. De-escalate first. Drex's eyes bored into Eli. Humans fight dirty. Swarm tactics. No honor duels. Prove worthiness, Sergeant. Or, yield. Yield how? Eli asked. Combat sim. You versus my pick. Win, claim, holds provisional. Kincaid slammed a fist. No, my soldier doesn't dance for your entertainment. Sayuri stood, scales bristling. I defend my claim. Threx, stand down. Tension crackled. Guards tensed again. Eli rose slow. Seems fine. Terms? Threx grinned. Standard arena. Unarmed. First yield. Sayuri gripped his wrist.
Unnecessary. I choose.
Your choice invites test. Threx activated the hollow arena. Grid lit up. Eli stripped his vest. Oots next. Practical. Assess. Kalari strong fast. Forearms advantage. But humans endure. Opponent entered. Burly Kalari Marine. Muscles corded. Fight. Threx said. The Marine lunged. Claws out. Eli dodged. Rolled. Connected a knee to gut. Marine grunted. Swung wild.
Eli grappled low, tripped him.
Mounted. Punches rained. Controlled. To pressure points. Marine thrashed, yielded with a roar. Arena froze. Trex blinked. Yield accepted. Provisional bond holds. Sayuri pulled Eli close, checking bruises. You fight like stone. Unbreakable.
I like sweat. Trained for it.
Team first. Kincaid exhaled. Threx nodded. Sour. Provisional. Cohabitation begins. Quarters assigned. Joint suite. Deck 4. Observe Vorak drills together. Report breaches. Doors hissed shut behind them. Corridor empty now. Sayuri walked Eli to the lift. You question nothing. Crisis first. Eli glanced back. Kincaid saluted once, proud. Lift doors closed. Sayuri's hand found his again. Warm. Steady. Alarms blared. Vorak incursion. All hands. Eli grinned. Showtime. Sayuri's eyes sparked. Together. Lift doors slammed open on deck 4. Red strobes painted the corridor blood red. Alarms shrieked. Vorak incursion. Sectors 7 through 9. All hands to battle stations. Eli Mercer burst out. Boots pounding deck plates. Staff Sergeant instincts kicked in. Scan. Assess. Move. Sayuri Val matched his stride, her forearms flicking through hollow controls on her wrist gauntlet. Her scales shimmered under emergency lights, tail lashing once. Embassy module ahead, she said. Joint quarters linked direct to command. Nexus. Captain Mara Kincaid blocked the hatch. Her company flanked her. 2 human MPs, rifles slung low. Mercer. Mom. Kincaid nodded sharp to Sayuri. No salute under alarms. Practical.
Eli fell in behind Kincaid. Sayuri took point.
Hatch irised open. Inside, alien architecture curved smooth. Glowing conduits pulsed like veins. Kincaid slapped a panel. Comms lockdown. No leaks till we sort this bond mess. Bulkhead sealed with a hiss. Silence dropped. Alarms muffled to a thrum. Eli scanned the room. Low table, hollow pits, 2 doors aft. His and hers suites. Merged. Practical setup. Captain. Status? Kincaid faced him square. Politicos screaming on human side. One soldier doesn't tank alliance. Aliens whispering Sayuri's lost her mind. Royal blood claiming infantry. She glanced at Sayuri. No offense, Commander.
Sayuri's mandibles clicked soft.
None taken. Pride blinds. Eli nodded. Orders, ma'am? Stick to her. Repeat every custom back. Avoids traps. Bonds provisional. Survive, Vorak, we negotiate. Kincaid gripped his shoulder. You're my best squad lead. Don't die stupid.
Hatch chime cut her off.
Envoy Keeper Threx strode in, robes swirling. 2 Kalari guards loomed behind, claws tapping. Threx's eyes narrowed on Eli. Provisional holds mere hours. Ritual refusal path invokes now. Public answer, human, or incident cascades. Sayuri stepped forward. Threx, crisis first. Law supersedes. Threx activated a hollow slate projecting Kalari glyphs in glowing script. Words scrolled. Refusal clauses, bond severances. One sentence. Reject her claim. Clean break. No incident. Eli's pulse steady. Arena win bought time, not escape. He eyed the slate. Alien squiggles swam. Translation slate? Sci-Fi passed hers. Cool metal fit his palm. Screen flickered English overlay. Eli read aloud, repeating, precise. Per Kalari Code 47. Alpha, Subclause 12. I, Eli Mercer, accept provisional field bond under combat witness. No refusal invoked. Guard duty commences. Threx recoiled. Guards shifted. You memorized? Exact phrasing binds permanent. Trained to adapt.
Eli handed slate back. Da law.
Sari's hand clamped his wrist. Firm, warm scales against skin. Field bond authority mine. Commander overrides envoy in crisis. Mercer assigns as personal guard. Effective now. Threx's tail coiled tight. Insolence. Vorak drills joint observe breaches or I petition recall. Accepted. Threx stormed out. Hatch ceiling. Kincaid exhaled. Ballsy, Sergeant. Lockdown holds 5 minutes.
Gear up. Vorak breached outer hull.
Rack spat combat vest, rifle, mags. He stripped field shirt, yanked on fresh. Bruises from arena throbbed. Ignored. Sci-Fi weighted geared. Plasma carbine slung. 2 arms on hilts, blades gleaming. Repeat protocol, she said. Eli locked mag. Flank you left. Cover blind spots. Human range fire supports Kalari charge. Yield only on your word. Her eyes gleamed, faceted gold. Exact. Trust forms here. Corridor boiled. Kalari Marines double-timed past. Chittering orders. Human squads linked in. Alarms peaked. Alarms peaked. Repel borders. Deck 7. They sprinted. Lift jammed. Stairs. Eli took 4 at a time. Sci-Fi flowed beside. Effortless. Deck 7 hatch buckled under plasma scars. Vorak shrieked beyond. Hulking brutes. Critin shells. Vibro axes whirring. Kalari line held breach. Threx directed from balcony. Hollow map live. Flank Alpha. Suppresses Li. Range 50 meters.
Suppressing? Now? Affirm.
Her squad charged. Blades flashing. Plasma lancing. Vorak barreled through. Axes cleaving armor. Eli shouldered rifle. Sighted. Crack, crack, crack. Vorak staggered. Kalari blades finished. They slow. Sci-Fi fired one-handed. Second pair reloading. Humans shoot truth. We cleave. Vorak Alpha smashed line. 3 meters tall. Spines spraying acid. Kalari reeled. Sci-Fi lunged. Eli covered. Burst to legs. Alpha roared, axe swinging. She vaulted spines. Blades sank deep. Twisted. Acid splashed vest.
Eli rolled clear, fired point blank. Head exploded.
Alpha crashed. Line held. Threx's voice boomed. Breach sealed. Count breach. Human endurance noted. Li reloaded. Breath steady.
Sadi wiped Icor. Her tail brushed his boot.
You anchor. Stone again.
He scanned her. No wounds.
Relief hit quiet. Marines cheered. Mixed human whoops. Kalari clicks. Kincaid patched through. Solid work, Mercer. Bond holds water. Regroup embassy. Back in module. Lockdown lifted. Fatigue pulled. Joint suite door parted.
Sci-Fi entered first.
Guard rotates yours. Protocol repeat. No solo ventures. Alert on anomaly. Exact. She shed outer armor. Scales caught light. Iridescent blue. Vulnerability showed. Arena check reversed. Her fingers traced his bruises. Pain? Endure. He caught her hand. Warmth lingered. Trust solid now. Forged in breach. Threx's chime interrupted. Hollow flickered. Observation complete. Cohabitation logs start. One anomaly. Human touch lingers.
Sci-Fi shut it.
Door sealed. She stayed close. Question now. Eli met her gaze. Why me? Stone breaks waves. Pride yields to that. Her mandibles softened. Hand stayed. Alarms silenced. Quiet built something new. Eli nodded. Why open up? Pride lost. Hull groaned distant. Vorak retreated. But Threx's eyes watched feeds. Petition brewed. Sairi leaned in. Together endures. Crisis passed. Bond deepened. Politics loomed next. Deck lights dimmed for cycle. Her warmth pressed. Trust bloomed. Slow. Unbreakable. Threx's shadow moved in corridor feeds. Test escalates. New alarms whispered. Internal breach. Not Vorak. Sabotage. Rifle ready. Showtime again. Sairi armed. Eyes sparked fierce. Ours. Eli burst through the barracks hatch, rifle leveled. Red alarm strobes painted the bunks and pulses. Human Marines snapped to ready positions. Sairi matched his stride, her plasma carbine humming low. Clear left, Eli barked. Sari clicked affirmation. Her squad fanned out behind. No hostiles. Consoles blinked sabotage trace, internal ping from the access tube. False flag, Eli muttered. He swept his muzzle across the shadowed corners. Threx's games.
Sairi's mandibles flexed. She holstered her weapon and strode to the nearest bunk rack.
Her claws slapped the first Marine's chest pouch. Snap, check, tug. Exact copy of Eli's pre-patrol routine. She moved to the next. Pouches opened. Medkits inventoried. Ammo counts verified. Marines exchanged glances. Private Reyes stifled a grin. Boss, your student's a natural. Eli nodded once. Sairi's eyes locked on his. Pride flickered in her iridescent scales. She finished a line, then pivoted to her own guards. Replicate. Now. Kalari warriors grumbled but complied. Claws fumbled human-style latches. Sairi corrected grips mid-motion. Barracks secured in 2 minutes flat. Alarms cut. Captain Kincaid's voice crackled over comms. Breach isolated. Protocol glitch. Stand down but drill up. Mixed units. Eli slung his rifle. On me. Safety run. He herded the group to the open bay. 20 humans, 10 Kalari. Sairi posted at his shoulder.
Eli faced them, muzzles downrange.
Fingers indexed. Weapons hot only on my mark.
Aliens shifted. One guard, Sergeant Vec, let his carbine drift high.
Eli stepped in close. Discipline saves lives. Yours included. He tapped Vec's trigger guard. Firm pressure. Index here, always. Vec snarled but complied. Eli circled the line. Dry fire. 3 rounds. Controlled pairs. Weapons barked in sync. Humans nailed tight groups. Kalari plasma scorched wider. Eli called corrections. Squeeze, don't jerk. Sairi echoed in Kalari clicks, her voice steel. Vec's muzzle climbed again. Eli froze the drill. Stop. He strode over, guided the barrel earthward. Humans fight dirty. You point that skyward. You hit friendlies. Practice. Vec's spines bristled. We claim skies. Your sticks poke dirt. Dirt wins wars, Eli said. Flat, no heat.
He reset the line. Drill resumed.
Muzzle stayed low. Sairi's tail brushed his leg. Approval hummed through her stance. Hatch hissed open. Envoy Keeper Threx entered with 5 Kalari elites, visiting squad from the High Council. Threx's optics gleamed. Observation.
Human readiness test.
Elites sneered at the gear racks. 1. A hulking lieutenant named Corv fingered a human mid-pouch. Primitives pack pebbles. No regen fields? Corv snatched Eli's pouch from the rack, ripped it free. Contents spilled. Coagulant, tourniquets, syringes. Eli moved. Smooth. No shout. He closed distance in 2 steps. Grabbed Corv's wrist. Twisted into a pronating lock. Corv's arm hyperextended. Knee dropped to pin the elbow. Controlled pressure. Joint on the verge, not snapped. Corb roared. Claws slashed air. Threx froze. Sairi's guards tensed. Hold, Eli said. Voice even. Muscles locked steady. Corv bucked. Eli wrote it out. No strain showed. Humans watched silent. Kalari whispered.
Sairi stepped forward, mandibles parted.
Release on command. Eli waited. Her eyes met his. Trust sealed the circuit. Release, she said. Eli eased pressure. Corv slumped free, rubbing his arm. No break, just lesson. Threx's chime buzzed sharp. Assault on elite. Petition K-Ray. Cut him. Restraint proves worth. She faced the squad. Corv tested. Mercer contained without kill strike. Mate law binds. Control over fury. He is stone.
Corv snarled from deck. Insult. Truth, Sairi snapped.
Her scales flared blue. Joint patrol.
Now. Embassy perimeter. Mixed pairs. Threx sputtered. Protocol demands review. Law yields to alliance. Sayuri gripped Eli's shoulder. Claws dimpled vest. Possessive. Steady. Captain Kincaid, confirm? Kincaid patched in hollow. Face stern. Massers cleared. Patrol approved. Keep it tight. Eli scooped his pouch. Repacked methodical. Corv rose glaring. Paired off with Reyes. Eli synced with Sayuri. They led out. Perimeter run started smooth. Dusk cycled dimmed deck lights. Eli scanned shadows. Sayuri matched pace. Carbine low. Your lock, she murmured. Elegant force. Training. Eli checked a junction. Clear.
Humans improvise. You plan horizons.
She clicked soft. Merge wins. Her tail grazed his calf again. Lingered. Threx trailed with elites. Optics word. On distracts. Vorak probes return. Eli ignored. Focus scan. No doubt.
A panel hummed wrong. Loose grate.
He signaled halt. Kneeled, pried it. Sayuri, covered. Anomaly, listening bug. Eli crushed it under boot. Threx's. Threx denied. Chime shrill. Slander. Corv lunged from flank. Human filth. Eli sidestepped. No lock this time. Just shove. Corv sprawled into bulkhead. Sayuri hauled Corv up. Face to face. Test ends. Cooperate or yield. Corb spat, but backed. Patrol looped back. Embassy loomed secure. Kincaid met at hatch. Report. Perimeter tight, Eli said. One bug. Internal eyes. Kincaid eyed Threx. Yours? Impossible. Threx's spines quivered. Sayuri leaned to Eli. Voice low. We stand. Eli nodded. Her warmth pressed close, trust anchored deeper. Deck lights faded to night cycle. Patrol dismissed, but Threx lingered, whispered to Corv. Elites clustered. Eli caught the glare. Rifle stayed slung, ready. Hatch to joint suite parted. Sayuri entered first. Eli followed. Door sealed. She shed armor plates. Scales gleam soft. Corv yields slow. Pride clings.
Eli stripped vest. Bruises ached less now.
We'll drill him tomorrow. Her claws traced his arm.
Gentle inventory.
Pain, none. He caught her hand. Held. Warmth spread. Alien, human. Same fire.
Mandibles softened. She pressed closer.
Stone breaks waves. You braked out. Quiet built. No alarms. Trust flowered into more. Corridor feed pinged distant. Threx's voice leaked. Petition filed. High Council tests bond fracture. Eli tensed. Sayuri's grip tightened. Hours endures. Rifle rack hummed standby. Night deepened. Politics knocked. They answered together. Eli Mercer gripped the convoy's lead hovertruck controls, weaving through the alien market's crush of stalls and scaled pedestrians. Horns blared. Sayuri's command vehicle trailed tight behind him, her elites flanking in armored skiffs. Civilians milled dense. A gap yawned in the flow ahead, merchants vanishing from a shadowed alley like bait in a trap.
Convoy! Hard left into cover!
Eli barked over comms. He yanked the wheel. Tires screeched on packed dirt as the truck veered toward a cluster of concrete vendor blocks.
Contact imminent. Rooftops 3 o'clock. Sayuri's voice cut sharp. Drones deploy.
Seal civilians rearward. Eli slammed brakes behind a thick pillar stack. His squad piled out, rifles up. Human grunts fanned left, alien guards right. Plasma rounds sizzled from above, stitching the open route they'd just cleared. Screams erupted. A market drone exploded in sparks. Suppressing fire, Sector 2, Eli called. His M7 barked controlled bursts, pinning shadows on the tiled roofs. Sayuri's shield drones hummed alive, translucent barriers snapping into grids, herding panicked civilians back behind the convoy line. Scales flashed as her elites returned fire, violet lances carving stone. One alien guard crumpled in the kill zone, 20 meters out. Blue blood pooled under iridescent armor. Eli didn't hesitate.
He slung rifle. Broke cover. Eli, no!
Sayuri's shout pierced comms. Legs pumped, dust kicked. He sprinted flat across open ground, rounds chewing pavement inches behind. The guard, Corv, from yesterday's patrol, groaned, mandibles twitching. Eli dropped beside him, hooked arms under shoulders. Dead weight. 200 pounds of muscle and plate. Got you. Eli heaved. Corv's eyes widened. Shock, not trust yet. Sniper fire cracked. Eli's ceramic plate shattered on his back, kinetic slug punching like a mule kick. He staggered, dragged harder. Pain bloomed hot, but adrenaline shoved it down. Sci-Fi's drones extended a barrier sliver forward. Eli rolled them both behind it. Safe. He ripped Corv's helmet off, checked vitals. Pulse weak, leg mangled. Medic, Eli yelled. Human corpsman dashed up, kid out. Sayari knelt opposite, claws staunching bleed with field gauze. Her eyes locked on Eli's. You run for him. Her voice low, mandibles flared. After yesterday. Eli pressed compress. Corv rasped thanks, spines flattening in surrender. Convoy guns thundered, roofs cleared, snipers smoked husks.
Captain Kincaid's voice crackled fleet-wide. Mercer, status? Secure.
One wounded, like casualties, sniper nests, down. Affirm. Rally for extract. Frex's broadcast pinged every channel, both human and alien fleets. Grainy drone feed looped. Eli's sprint, the plate hit blooming white impact, dragged to safety. Commentary hissed in alien tongue, translated sharp. Human claims our elite. Ritual mate defies death for foe turned kin. Corv stirred. Why? Me? Eli shrugged, ignoring the bruise fire in his ribs. Gap was bait. You fight beside us now. Sayeri's claw brushed Eli's shoulder, lingering. Warmth cut the ache. Trust sealed in blood and fire. Envoy Keeper Threx strode up as medevac touched down. Spines rigid, datapad glowing. Footage viral. High Council demands review. This spectacle fractures protocol. Sayeri rose, towering. It binds. Your petitions fail.
Threx's eyes flicked to Eli, calculating.
But pride tests deeper. Kincaid arrived, helmet under arm. Sergeant Mercer acted standard. Saves your man. Saves alliance. Threx hissed. Standard? He breaches kill zone for yesterday's rival. Eli stood, plate cracked but holding. Problem solved. Next. Corv gripped Eli's forearm from the stretcher. Firm. Equal. Debt paid in drill tomorrow. Sayari's mandibles curved, rare smile. She leaned close as Threx retreated. They watch. We prove. Convoy reformed, markets hushed. Eli climbed back in lead. Her vehicle shadowed tight, bond broadcast louder than words. But Threx's pad pinged again. Incoming transmission. Council convenes. Mate trial invoked. Eli's grip tightened on controls. Together. Rounds echoed distant. Residual fire. Politics brewed hotter. Eli let out convoy engines growling. Market cleared ahead, but eyes watched from every shadow. Threx's elites peeled off, trailing. Eli spotted the tail. Captain, we got company. Kincaid. Logged. Stay frosty. Sari deployed a scout drone ahead. Feed popped on Eli's HUD. Threx's skiff, recording every turn. Testing them. They're mapping our evasion, Eli said low. Affirm. Sayeri's tone steel. Counter. Eli nodded, though she couldn't see. He punched alternate cords, back alleys, human-style shortcuts through vendor warrens. Trucks squeezed tight, scraping stalls. Aliens gawked, but convoy ghosted through. Threx's voice broadcast, open. Humans evade tradition? Sayeri snapped back. Tradition adapts. Or breaks. Eli grinned under visor. Her drone sealed flanks again. Flawless sync, yesterday's stranger now anchor. Exit loomed, embassy perimeter. But sniper nest remnant cracked once more. Eli swerved hard. Down. Glass spiderwebbed. Sayeri's elites lit it up. Nest silenced. Kincaid. Good eyes, Mercer. Threx. Luck. Eli training. Perimeter guards waved them through. Eli parked hopped out. Sayeri met him at her hatch. Armor contact deliberate. You spot gaps others miss. Her claws adjusted his cracked plate. Gentle. Practical, he held her gaze. Scales shifted hue. Deeper blue. Affection. Corv's medevac lifted away. Threx lingered at gate. Pad furious.
Council views now.
Bond questioned publicly.
Siri faced him. Let them.
We endure. Eli slung rifle. Ready. Politics knocked harder, but her hand found his, interlocked, human, and claw. United front. Fleet channels buzzed. Footage replays. Alien chatter spiked. Human runs death for ours. Human side. That's Eli. Does it every day. Trust rippled outward. Love, brewing in the fire. Threx spun away. Trial set. Dawn. Challenge unspoken.
Sayeri squeezed.
We face.
Door sealed behind them. Night cycle waited, but alarms hummed prep. Eli stripped gear. Bruises mapped his torso. Sniper gift. Sayeri traced them, salve cool. Pain? Handles. Scales to skin. Fire shared. Mandibles brushed his neck. Stone and wave. Unbreakable. Quiet deepened. Politics loomed. They armed. Together. Corridor feed leaked Threx's whisper, fracture them tomorrow. Eli's rifle clicked ready. Cyrie's drones charged beside. Dawn called. They answered. Threx slammed his datapad on the tribunal dais. Staff Sergeant Eli Mercer manipulated Commander Cyrie Vol for human gain. Status. Alliance leverage. Proof demands review. Eli stood rigid in the chamber's center. Rifle slung low per protocol. Spotlights glared from hovering drones. Alien counselors lined the curved benches, scales flickering in judgment hues. Human reps flanked Captain Kincaid 2 rows back.
Cyrie pressed close at his side, her armored shoulder brushing his. Claws flexed, ready.
Manipulation? Cyrie's mandibles clicked sharp. He saved my life.
Twice. Ritual law binds us. Threx's eyes narrowed. Pad scrolling. Convenient saves. Human cunning preys on our traditions. Submit evidence, Sergeant, or face custody transfer. Eli tapped his wristcom. Helmet cam logs uploading now. Timestamps flashed on the central hollow. 4 hours, 17 minutes, and 22 seconds. Ambush perimeter breach. 4 hours, 18 minutes, and 9 seconds. Cyrie's drone swarmed down. He sank the feed. Grainy footage bloomed. Dust-choked alley, plasma bolts cracking air.
Eli's squad flanked left. He rolled right, spotting the sniper nest.
Nest silenced. Sayari pulled clear. Counselors leaned forward. Murmurs rippled. Alien tongues hissing surprise. Training. Eli said flat. Not luck. Threx waved the hollow dismiss. Edited. Timestamps forged. Human tech hacks ours daily.
Sari stepped forward, blocking Threx's view.
Lies fracture us. She extended a claw pad linking to the public feed. Witness my oath. Lines glowed. Ancient script binding mutual protection. Her signature pulsed green. Eli mirrored it on his comm. Human thumbprint sealing. Scales to skin. Oath locked. Gasps echoed. A counselor bolted up. Commander, royal blood, chooses, Cyrie cut.
We stand. Eli felt her tail coil light around his boot.
Anchor. Trust solid. Kincaid rose from human seats, voice steel. No custody. Joint investigation. Our forensics, your protocols. Mercer stays operational. Threx's mandibles ground. Humans dictate now. Alliance dictates. Kincaid shot. Or we pull perimeter support. Your call. Negotiations pinged fast. Holo charts swapping concessions. Eli scanned exits. Perimeter guards shifted uneasy. Air hummed thick with tension. Threx conceded with a hiss. Joint team. Dawn recon. But Mercer confined till cleared.
Did I?
SARE's drones whirred active overhead. He fights with me.
Counselors confer.
Eli caught alien glances, fascination mixing doubt.
Humans as mates? Unheard.
Then alarms screamed. Explosions rocked the hall. Ceiling panels shattered, debris rained. Ellie tackled Cyrie behind the dais as shields flickered blue, failing fast.
Down.
Plasma scorched the air. Drones swarmed in. Rebel insurgents. Markings clear on carapace. Threx dove for cover, yelling into comms. Counselors scrambled.
Kincaid barked orders. Mercer.
Hold center. Flank left. Eli hauled Cyrie up. Shields dropped to 30%. Your drones, redirect. She synced mid-roll, claws raking the drone's path. 2 insurgents dropped. Carapaces smoking. Eli's rifle barked. 3-round bursts. Headshots. Bodies slumped. They're targeting us, Cyrie shouted. Her sidearm flashed, vaporizing a crawler bot inching under shields.
Eli patched his squad feed. Kincaid, breach at East Bulkhead.
Reinforcements? 2 minutes. Hold. Shields hit 10%. Heat waves warped the air. An insurgent lobbed a grenade. Ellie kicked it back. Blast shook the dais. Sayeri yanked him clear. her armor absorbing shrapnel pings. Stone and wave, she growled, mandibles brushing his ear. Close. Alive. He grinned fierce, unbreakable. Insurgents massed, 10 strong now, plasma lancing precise. One scored Eli's Paldro, pain flared hot. Sayari self-sprayed at mid-fight, eyes locked. Fight through. Eli nodded. Trust, burned brighter. He spotted the leader. Scarred crest, directing fire. There. Take him. Sayari's drones dove. Eli covered. Suppressive fire-chewing cover. Leader crumpled. Line broke. Shield zeroed. Last insurgents charged. Eli slung rifle, drew knife. Sayari matched, claws extended. Back to back they met the rush. Human blade met carapace. Her talons ripped seams. Blood-slicked floor, theirs clean.
Kincaid's team burst in. Mop-up fire ended it.
Silence fell. Dust settled. Threx emerged. Optics wide. You endured. Eli wiped blade, breath steady. Sayari leaned into him, scales deep blue, affection raw. Kincaid approached, scanning wounds. Good hold, Mercer. Logs captured everything? Olsink. Eli glanced at Sayari. Her claw found his hand. Interlocked. Threx stared. Oath held.
But questions remain. Who sent them?
Alien eyes shifted. Respect dawning. Human grit. Alien resolve. Bond unbroken. Sayedi squeezed Eli's hand. We find out. Together. Alarms reset.
But Eli caught a shadow on perimeter cams. Fleeing scout. Second wave brewing.
Politics twisted darker. Their union, the spark. Reinforcements sealed doors. Eli reloaded. Sayari charged drones. Dawn recon called. Straight into the nest. Brex's whisper leaked on open channel. Fracture failed. Escalate. Ellie met Sayari's gaze. Ready. United. Love forged in fire. Eli slammed his boot into the bulkhead release. The hatch to the outer nest corridor hissed open. Dust-choked air rushed in, carrying the tang of plasma burns. Sayari's drones hummed ahead, their blue targeting lights slicing shadows. Flank left. Eli signaled to Kincaid's squad with a sharp hand chop. 2 humans peeled off, rifles up. Alien troops mirrored from the right. Sayari's kin, their crests flared in battle stance. Threx's voice crackled over partial comms. Envoy Keeper demands caution. This nest harbors faction holdouts. Tradition binds. Static swallowed him. Comms died. Eli tapped his earpiece. Nothing. He glanced at Sayari. Her scales shifted violet. Alert. She nodded once. Trust sealed. Shields flickered. Alien nodes whined, power draining.
Enemy jammers? Ellie spotted the grid. Their corridor shields dropping to red.
Battery, he barked, dropping to one knee. He yanked his squad's field battery from the pack, compact human tech, jury-rigged for endless ops. Sayari covered him, claws extended, drones weaving a picket line. Enemy fire pinged off her forward barrier. Eli pried open the nearest alien shield node with his multi-tool. Wires sparked.
He stripped insulation, twisted human leads to alien ports. Come on.
Power surged. Nodes glowed green. Shields stabilized, human grit feeding alien precision. Sayari's optics widened fractionally. Efficient. No more.
She pivoted, mandibles clicking commands to her drones.
They banked tight, reforming into a corridor net. Laser grids painting enemy positions 50 meters out. Red markers bloomed on Eli's HUD relay. Targets locked. Got 'em, Eli muttered. He rose, rifle barking. Suppressive bursts chewed through barricades. Human squads advanced on his signals. Fist pump for hold, flat hand for low crawl. Alien synced, their longer strides covering gaps. Plasma lances searing marked foes. Prejudice lingered in alien postures, stiff, testing. But Eli's steady calls bridged it. One Zikari soldier hesitated at a human flank signal. Eli met his gaze, thumb up. The alien dipped his crest, matched pace. Cooperation clicked, deeper in. Enemy fire intensified, insurgents in carapace armor, crests scarred like the last leader. Comm stayed dead. Eli slashed signals, circle for envelope, point for priority. Mixed squads flowed as one. Shields buckled again. Jammers pulsed harder. Nodes overloaded despite the battery hack. Eli's barrier winked out. Round zipped past his helmet. He dove behind a crate stack. Sayari dropped beside him. Her drones marked 3 heavies ahead. Bulk loaders turned gun nests. Ammo low, she hissed, scales edging crimson. Frustration. Eli slapped his spare magazine belt free. Here. She snatched it, mandibles precise. No fumbling. She fed rounds to the firing line, human mags into alien lances, her claws faster than any loader. Zakari troops reloaded seamless, fire never slackening. Eli grinned through the din. Like that. Her claw brushed his arm, brief, electric. Trust deepened. Eli flanked right, knife out for close work. Human squad, laid cover, short disciplined bursts. Aliens poured plasma through drone-marked lanes. Insurgents faltered. Leader emerged at corridor end, taller crest notched with command runes. He roared orders, rallying a charge.
Eli zeroed him, not kill.
Capture. Net him. Eli signaled.
Scieri's drones dove, tether lines whipping. Leader dodged two, slashed a third. Eli sprinted, low, evading fire. Human knife met alien blade in a clash that jarred his bones. He twisted, hooked the leader's leg. Tumble.
Sci-Fi pounced. Claws, pinned arms.
Leader thrashed, mandibles snapping. Eli zip-tied wrists, human cuffs biting carapace. Alive. For you. She hauled him up, optics fierce. Lawful arrest. By right. Leader spat defiance, in their tongue, laced with faction slurs. Sayori's scales flushed deep indigo. Possession, not rage. She dragged him back, handing to Threx's guards at the breach. Kincaid rendezvoused, her face streaked with grime. Nest cleared.
Intel drive secured. She eyed Eli and Sci-Fi side by side.
No comment. Just a nod. Perimeter holding? Eli checked his portable scanner. Shadows stirred beyond cams. Second push inbound. Heavy. Threx pushed through, optics narrowing at the bound leader. This fractures protocol.
Council's rage. Human command box.
Yet you endure. Sci-Fi stepped forward, claw firm on Eli's shoulder. Claim stands. Bond proves. Her gaze held Eli's raw unyielding. Scales deepened to blue. Affection, public. Eli didn't flinch. Practical as rigging power. He squeezed her claw back. Safest move in the room. Kincaid crossed arms. Alliance holds because we fight together. Politics later. Threx's mandibles twitched. Escalation whispers. Factions test limits. Your union draws fire.
Eli reloaded, calm. Humans adapted.
We adapt. Alarms wailed anew. Perimeter breach. Dozens inbound, backed by stolen walkers. Comms flickered alive on emergency band. Kincaid's voice cut through. All units, form up. Mercer's lead. Sayeri charged her drones. Eli signaled squads. Human fists met alien crests in grim salute. They moved as one. Deeper intel pinged. Threx's faction ties. Fracture deliberate? Eli glanced at Sci-Fi. Her claw found his again. Interlocked. Love? Not named. Forged. Walkers thundered closer. Eli raised his rifle. Fight through. Gunfire erupted. Drones swarmed. Signals flew. Shields hummed on borrowed power. They outthought the storm. But Threx lingered back, whispering to a shadowed calm. Phase 2. Isolate the bond. Eli caught the glint. Trust tested anew. Zakara's net tightened on new marks. Together.
He nodded. United.
Captain Kincaid barked orders, weaving human drones into Sci-Fi's grid. Eli's hack held shields. Barely.
Enemy walkers lumbered into view, cannon spooling. Split fire, Eli signaled. Humans targeted legs, precision bursts at joints. Aliens hit optics. Plasma melting sensors. Walkers staggered. One pivoted. Cannon sweeping. Sci-Fi shoved Eli aside. Blast scorched her scales. She hissed, undeterred. Fed him a fresh mag from her belt now. Reciprocal. Eli returned fire, downing the pilot hatch. Clear. Squad surged. Faction troops broke, surrendering crests low. Respect dawned in alien eyes. Human endurance. Unyielding. Threx approached the captured leader. Confess origins. Leader glared at Sci-Fi. Your human taints bloodlines. We purify.
Bond elevates.
Eli stood guard, practical. No pride.
Just results. Alliance brass incoming. Expect hearings. Eli met Sci-Fi's gaze amid the settling smoke. Her claw lingered. Warmth spread, not fire, but forge. Politics loomed. Prejudice simmered. But their line held. Perimeter cam caught it. Threx's private shuttle prepping a vac. Escalation personal? Eli tapped Sayari. Eyes on him.
She nodded.
Drones trailed. Dawn broke red. Crisis deepened. Bond their shield. Sayari slammed the captured leader to his knees before Threx's podium. Eli gripped his rifle tighter, eyes scanning the assembled ranks. Human squads flanked alien phalanxes on the dusty parade ground. Captured crests littered the dirt, surrender symbols from the routed faction. Threx's mandibles clicked in outrage. Envoy Keeper, Sari snarled, her scales rippling gold under the rising sun. This traitor confesses. He plotted against the Alliance. Against my bond. The leader spat dust. Lies. Your human pet corrupts our lines. I act for purity. Threx's claws drummed the podium. Commander Vol, ritual law demands witnesses, not spectacles.
Eli stepped forward. Practical. No drama.
We have drone logs. Pilot chatter. Your shuttle prepped evac right before the walkers hit. Coincidence? Threx's eyes narrowed at Eli. Human. Silence. Protocol binds us, not your ingenuity. Sayari yanked the leader's crest chain, forcing his gaze up.
Confess the conspiracy. Faction Gold funded your walkers.
You isolated my bond to fracture the line. The leader's spines wilted. Threx promised discretion, purged the soft blood taint. Gasps rippled through alien ranks. Threx recoiled.
Fabrication! I enforce tradition!
Eli keyed his comm.
Captain Kincaid. Logs uploading now. Timestamps match. Kincaid's voice crackled. Received. Threx, stand down. Alliance commands on link. Threx froze as holoscreens flickered alive overhead. Brass from both sides stared down. The conspiracy cracked open. Outcup. Threx demoted on the spot. His shuttle grounded. Eli exhaled. Politics churned next. Medal ceremony hit hours later. Brass pinned stars on human chests. Eli's turn came. Kincaid extended the ribbon. Staff Sergeant Mercer for hack integration and joint fire control.
Eli waved it off.
No, ma'am. Keep it for the squad. Murmurs rose. Aliens leaned in, fascinated. Humans nodded, standard humility. Kincaid arched a brow. Reason? Request instead. Equal status protections for mixed couples. Full alliance rights. No prejudice trials. Brass hollow buzzed. Alien envoy paused. Unprecedented.
Eli met Sari's gaze across the field.
Her tail flicked approval. Earned it together. Make it law. Kincaid smirked. Logged the request. Forwarded. Outcome sealed. Eli's rejection spotlighted the bond. Trust solidified. Dusk fell. Joint formations mustered again. Humans in crisp fatigues, aliens in scale-polished armor. Flags snapped in the wind. Sari strode to the central dais, Ellie at her side. She raised her claw. Silence crashed down. By ritual law, I claim Staff Sergeant Ellie Mercer as future mate. Bond elevates us, strengthens the alliance. Murmurs erupted. Human grunts whistled low. Alien warriors hissed debates. Threx, sidelined now, sneered from the edge. Commander, reconsider. Exit clause exists. Release him.
Sayari's eyes locked on Eli, warmth in her gaze. Not command, but choice.
Eli Mercer, law permits withdrawal.
No shame. Walk free.
Every eye bored into him.
Kincaid tensed beside her platoon. Squads held breath. Aliens watched, spines rigid, testing human resolve. Eli felt the weight. Politics swirled, prejudice simmered in alien whispers. Soft blood breaks. Human doubts flickered. One soldier for alliance. He stepped forward, practical. Steady. No exit, gasps echoed. But negotiate the vow. Eli continued.
Equals, no royal overshadow.
Joint decisions. Ceremony after next patrol, prove it holds in fire.
Saidi's scales flushed deeper gold.
Accepted. Vow. I shield your line as you guard mine. Together, unbreakable.
Eli extended his hand.
Together. Claws met palm.
Holoscreens captured the grip. Cheers erupted. Human whoops mixing alien roars. Kincaid approached, datapad in hand. Framework ready. First human-alien joint oath. She signed with a flourish. Sari added her claw print. Brass nodded approval. Bond formalized. Protections locked in. Eli squeezed Sari's claw. Warmth spread. Forge hot. Trust forged love. Walker's remnants stirred intel. Crisis far from over, but their line held, stronger. Captain Kincaid clapped Eli's shoulder as formations broke. Bold move, Sergeant. Brass loves it. Keeps the Alliance breathing. Eli nodded, eyes on Siri briefing her phalanx. Practical, ma'am. Field problem solved. Heard that before. Threx is fuming, plots his comeback. Eli scanned the horizon. Drones hummed patrol patterns. Let him. We've got logs. Sayuri finished, striding back. Her scent, ozone, and spice hit him first. Vow holds? Holds. Eli tapped his rifle.
Gear check.
She fed him a plasma cell from her belt. Reciprocal. Together. Night deepened. Tents dotted the perimeter. Eli cleaned his weapon by firelight. Squad rotated watch. Whispers carried. Aliens gawked at human maintenance, oiling joints like clockwork. One warrior approached. Human. Endurance? Extraordinary. Scales crack under less.
Eli shrugged.
Training. Yours melt sensors clean. Better combo. The warrior dipped crest. Respect earned.
Sayuri slipped into his tent later. No words.
She traced his scars with a claw. Gentle. He mirrored, palm on her singed scales from the blast. Trust built here. Silent.
Politics push, she murmured. Threx allies whisper fracture.
Eli met her eyes. We push back. Patrol proves. Her tail entwined his leg. First open affection. Again. Dawn patrol launched. Joint squads rolled out, human APCs grinding beside alien hover tanks. Eli rode shotgun in Sayuri's lead vehicle. Scouts pinged, remnant walkers dug in. Ambush grid. Split fire, Eli signaled. Drones weaved. Humans jammed optics. Aliens lanced legs. Walkers toppled, faction, holdouts surrendered crests high, honor and defeat. Sayuri grinned, fangs sharp.
Bow tested.
Passed. Ceremony cleared. Back at base, Threx waited with envoys. Ritual demands purity trial. Human unfit. Sayuri shoved forward. Bond proven. Stand down. Eli flanked her. Rifle ready. Kincaid's company formed up behind. Brass hollow lit. Trial denied. Oath stands. Threx's mandibles snapped shut. Defeated. Eli pulled Sayuri aside. Dated. Post-patrol brief. Tomorrow eve. Her claw lingered on his chest. Mine. Heat built, not battle fire. Love kindled. Patrol intel dropped bombshell. Threx's deeper network. Shuttles inbound. Crisis reignited. Eli tapped comm. Kincaid, double watch. Bond their anchor. War loomed larger.